My brain is now spoiled.
Girdling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me, I'm having a rough month.
And with that, I think we just pulled off a perfect episode.
Welcome to Acquired Taste, a hip-hop podcast hosted by the world's largest rap group. I am Figure 8. With me today
is Coda B, as always.
And
I'm
back.
Andrew.
Oh, what
Fucking
a way to
suck
ruin
ass.
You guys.
That's-
well.
that
I mean,
one-
if it was on brand,
I'm
as much as it could
Honestly,
possibly been.
wouldn't have it any other way.
it. It's also not on me this time. I was
that wasn't-
going for a well-rehearsed and prepared intro.
No, we weren't. You have to fuck it
I
up every time.
was. That's the thing, Ned.
You lie. Already lying.
Just got back. Yeah, Andrew's back. How was your break?
Just real
Glad
good.
to be back.
Yeah,
Glad to
it's
be back.
it's good to be back. A couple weeks off, but
50. Episode 50, guys. This is anniversary month. This is 1 year anniversary month. We've entered it. I added this little fact that only 10% of all podcasts that have ever been created since the beginning of podcasts have made it past episode 50.
I'm proud of us.
Congratulations, boys.
I think
That's-
our quality's only gone up. Our fan base has gone up. Our guests, especially our guests that we've had on, astronomical. Through the
Yeah, for
roof.
1 year, it's a lot. It almost puts a lot of pressure on us to do better. The growth that has to exist now.
Next
I've
season
had two people.
on the podcast.
God damn it.
I'm gonna miss that one too. I think, actually, to be honest with you.
Jesus. This week, I've done a lot of shows in the past 7 days, like 4, I think. And two people at two separate shows came up to me and was like, Acquired Taste just feels like one of the best packaged things you guys have. And I was like, thanks, buy it.
Yeah, for sure.
If you like the package, sell it to somebody, please. We just want sponsors, honestly. We like to retain ownership of our stuff. But if you're interested in any sponsorship opportunities with Acquired Taste, I'm sorry.
just
for
picture
our
this.
audio listeners, I was being a schmuck.
Picture this, your audio listeners. Your name could be right here. We could just be like,
We could
Just
have a picture of your name right here, right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
on this audio podcast.
no, we would say,
we would say
blank and
your
blank is
name
our
here.
favorite product. Not only do we
Oh,
love you, we
yeah,
respect
yeah.
you, we use it. I personally love it. Could be you.
I do want to say, before I forget at the end of the episode, that July, all our anniversary month, I assume I'll do it every year. We're going to have extra content coming out. So every Sunday, both audio and video, I believe, for most of the extra content will be out. The first week is our auction, our first week sales auction. And next week is Spottle, which I edited the other day. That was a ton of fun.
Bottle's great.
That was a good one.
For those old heads listening, think about Wordle, but with Spotify.
And we have our first full in-person episode this month as well. And I got a few other exciting things planned and one or two guests that I'm really trying to lock down for the month, but we'll see. And yeah, episode 50, guys.
Oh yeah.
Congrats. Pat on
Give
the back.
yourself-
I'm going to put clapping here.
I'm putting myself
clapping
a
sound
pat on the
effect.
back.
Fig, editor's note. Clapping.
And clap.
Fig editors don't put a fart sound effect after Ned says something. Ned says something.
Now he's not
and
going to say anything.
Moving on.
What? Oh,
I'll just take a clip of him saying something in a different episode there and then make a fart.
I'm sorry to
Darling.
just give you so much work. There we go. Classic Ned. What are we doing today, guys?
Today in hip hop history, what day is it?
Boy, that's
That's
a
a good
good question.
Andrew, what
It
day
is
Hold on, let me
I
July
mean, Ned, what day
3rd.
is it?
July
July
3rd.
3rd.
Third.
Tomorrow, 4th of July. Hot dogs,
Yeah, happy
weenies.
4th of July, everybody.
The best holiday. I invented
Going
it.
Well, we
going
don't
to
need
tags.
going all there. I'm
Right.
trying to tag something.
Tag these nuts in your mouth.
I thought someone was going to read the Today in Hip Hop History and it said Ned.
Lil Romeo
Really saved
released
us.
self-titled album 2001. That's pretty sick.
Okay, can I just say, I think it's hilarious that Lil Romeo released a self-titled album. It seems like such a serious artist thing to do.
Yeah. Is that someone of should I know who Lil Romeo is?
I think you should know who Lil Romeo is at least a little bit.
Can you give me like a little something?
He had a Nickelodeon show. His dad was Master P, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like an 11-year-old rapper.
It's
who had a
ringing
Nickelodeon
bells now.
show. He was in Like Mike, right? He's the kid that puts on the shoe that starts to play like a great basketball player.
Oh,
Am I
he's-
thinking of the right kid?
Is he
No,
the
that's
actor?
Lil Bow
That's
Wow,
Bow
isn't
Wow.
it?
Yeah.
Here,
Damn.
I'm just gonna read off some movies he's been in. It's Max Keeble's Big Move. These are ones I recognize.
Great film. Josh Peck.
Not a lot I recognize. Wow.
No, I just knew him as like a thing.
We can move
Television.
on.
Let's see here.
I'm sorry, guys.
Boo.
I thought I would have known Lil Romeo. It rings a bell. I just can't.
Yeah, he's
for
in that
certainty.
play. He falls in love with that lady.
Oh,
And then they
like
die.
Romeo and Juliet. Okay, now I get it. Now I
There you go.
understand. Oh, 3 Greedo sentenced to 20 years, 2018. Oh, well, I didn't want to read that with that much enthusiasm. What did he do? What did bro do? That was
I think he's out now, right?
2018. Well,
I don't know.
he's out.
That is a good question that I don't have the answer to.
Either way, that's when he was sentenced. We're moving on to in the news, and this is kind of interesting. This first in the news here, Will Smith. This is Chris Rock and new freestyle. What are you doing, bud? What do you got going on?
What
there?
what a time. What a time.
Crazy.
I mean,
Right?
I feel like
Will Smith is on. I'm seeing him like a Lil Nas X, like a Lil Tecca. Like I see him so much right now on my phone doing random TikToks and reels. I can't avoid it. I have to use all the apps for all of our fucking content.
Yeah.
I'm at least on them for a few. Even if I
It's-
don't death scroll,
it's because
I'm
you
on
are-
it to upload.
It's because you were downstairs listening to a Will Smith CD.
it's
You
the
brought
only
that on
reason why.
yourself.
Will
Rip.
gonna do it, or what is he
Like,
saying?
this
that
guy
fucking
loves
stupid
Will Smith.
freestyle?
Action stop! Like what is happening? It gives me like a visceral, physical reaction.
He's having
Also,
his bounce
that's
back.
my biggest
Why
problem with it.
are you dissing
Shut
Chris
up,
Rock? Considering that whole ordeal was you not being able to take a joke, or you being so whipped by
was
your
you being
fucking
a
wife, like
bitch.
being
Yeah,
such a.
shouldn't
That's
Chris
insane.
Rock be dissing him
Chris
at this
Rock
point?
should make a diss at this. I bet diss Rock.
Diss Rock?
Honestly, that might be a fire song. Diss Rock. He should make a fucking track about him. I bet he could do it better.
Also, wasn't
All
that
I'm
like
saying.
2 or 3 years ago now?
Bro, and on his album, have you
So
seen
long
that one
ago.
barbershop song he made? Where he like plays
No.
5 different people arguing about his career in a barbershop. He brings up the Oscars thing. He talks about like he just is now he's milking it. He's banned from the Oscars for 7 years and he's milking it.
Crazy.
And not in like a Kodak Black doesn't give a fuck kind of way. You know what I mean? It's in like a corny I hate it.
I think
This is- it-
he's got.
My
ahead.
favorite part about the whole Chris Rock Will Smith thing was there's a moment where you see Chris Rock that he's ready to unload the clip, and like he kind of goes, "Oh, I could," and then doesn't. But yeah,
Another thing,
Um,
I feel like he got like a taste also like recently of being on all these streamers like platforms, like realizing how much like, oh, I can profit off this with my music. I can use this to boost my career. Like him being on like Black Boy Max stream doing a song and stuff. And then
Did you see him on that one stream being like, we used to call it bussin' on each other in Philly,
Yeah.
and the streamer being like,
yeah. Yeah. he
did
just
you,
doesn't
bro?
he doesn't understand it, bro. Like he just doesn't get it. And it's so funny.
can you imagine
watching
being
him.
that removed that you tell a streamer we used to call it bussin' on each other and not
Yeah.
thinking like, that's a not good meme.
That's a yeah, you should have said
it's like
that.
I
Shouldn't have
don't
said that.
know if you know what you just said, Grandpa.
Fuck. And bro's on like cuck timing. I can't.
It's just so like it's. I feel bad for him, but not. I can't feel bad for a fucking billionaire. That's like the one of the biggest fucking like actors.
when he could just like shut up and go home. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to feel bad for him.
You keep digging yourself a hole that doesn't need to be dug. Also, like just give it a rest, bro. Like you were cool with your. You got your recognition for doing your raps back in the day, man. But it's like no one's listening to Will Smith CDs. Unless it's us
Fig is.
downstairs.
I was gonna say, but please come on the podcast. You changed my life, my career.
Yeah, man. Scott Storch calls the Roots haters. You guys got any
Okay,
opinions
I'm-
Fuck
on
you,
that?
Scott Storch.
I'm curious about that. Like, what? Why?
I can look it up. I glazed over it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie on that one.
I just don't get like what would cause you to say the roots of all people or all groups are haters.
Oh, apparently he was in the Roots. It was one too many times I heard the term, "That's the white boy from the Roots," he said. Storch joined the Roots in the early 90s as a teenage producer after moving to Philadelphia and helped them make some Grammy-winning songs. Yeah, I don't know. He said he didn't have an identity, and I was looked at as some guy who played keys, and I was writing a lot of music.
I mean, other than Black Thought, I don't know anyone in the roots, so that's
You don't know Questlove?
That's the
Okay,
only
I
one I
guess
know
that's
from the
fair.
Roots.
fair.
Yeah, it's
I didn't think of that. I just
Apparently everything he claims the Roots are haters and called him the White Devil by the time he left. Also, this picture of them with him is pretty fucking hilarious, but an advertisement just appeared over it, so I can't even turn it around to try and show you. But yeah,
for our
apparently
audio
he was in there.
listeners, Fig tried to show his phone to the camera, but there was no
We also
advertisement,
didn't
so
see
we
it.
couldn't see it. Yeah, so no one saw it. Quavo smacked a reporter's camera after being asked about Diddy. Kind of funny.
Is that a common Quavo W?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if someone asked me about Diddy, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stand there and like talk about it? I'm smacking that camera. But then that kind of, I don't know. That's kind of defensive.
talking to you that
It's
I'm
not
standing on
on
business
business.
right now?
Bro, I've actually been quoting that like just randomly at
I
certain
can't
times.
stop
It's
saying
so
it.
funny.
I mean, yeah, how could you
fucking
not?
funny.
It's so good, man. Shout out to Biebs.
Helping us make another one of the greatest memes of our time.
Honestly, it's not clocking to you that a
Are
new
you what the?
that a new Chance the Rapper single featuring Lil Wayne and Smino, titled Starline, coming out.
We
see.
talked about hopefully I think it was an Ellis episode where Ellis brought up that. Oh, it was the draft.
It was a
The
draft.
fucking auction.
Yeah.
Ellis brought up that Chance is supposed that one of us has that album.
I
for the
think
first
Ellis
week
bought
sales
Chance.
auction.
I think Ellis was big on getting that Chance album.
I think it. I almost feel like it might have been one of the three Ned spent a bunch of points on. He was like, "Man, I like him."
Could be.
Was it?
Could be.
I don't know. You have
Well,
the weirdest list.
I'm tired of hearing these.
We'll
My
we'll
list
find out
is
in like
not
40
winning.
minutes roughly. No, you're done.
Sure.
no.
Coda, we have 2 more weeks until we get to film the halfway update on the movie draft. I'm out of second place now, so there's that. This isn't a movie draft podcast.
Once I get that Superman, I just can't wait to just be up there. Being like, what's it like down there, guys? What's it like down there?
Okay, you might not pass anybody by then. All right.
We'll see, dude. Kendrick Lamar extends Grand National Tour to South Africa. Thoughts? Prayers?
South America.
South America.
Okay, here's something that's
My
insane.
bad.
I was literally fixing my lips to say, just want to say really good job, Coda, on reading through this so far. He's done an excellent job. I know, but I just think it's funny
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like I was just so close to saying it.
I
and you hit
grazed
him with the
through
South
it.
Africa.
I grazed my balls against it, my eyeballs.
You're late, bro.
Hey,
easy.
first off, I didn't get a notification of like, hey, yo, see you at the pod soon. I didn't get a notification.
He's
Nothing.
gone.
Gone.
What is going on?
He didn't get up.
Bro, you are so late. And now you're loading. Oh my
This
god.
guy.
Just
He's a bit
keep
of a loader.
vamping, everybody. He's a bit of a loader.
This is
Jarvis.
Romeo's off Bad Bougie.
Cut out when I said South Africa and replaced it with South America.
Tokens joining us today exclusively because he loves this random Young Ned album that he picked and went to their. We'll learn
All
later.
right.
But Tokens
All right.
with us today.
All right. I'm
He's
here.
late.
I'm fucking here. This is bullshit. Jesus Christ.
Flawless entry.
Yeah.
I forgot to send the "Hey, we're starting soon" text. I texted him. I was like, "We're 5 minutes in," and he was like, "It's Sunday."
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? You hit me with like, where are you? And I'm like, huh? Like, I didn't got nowhere to be right now. What the fuck?
Recording.
Where am I?
Toki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I am.
already recording
I am.
before he came in. I told him.
I am.
Oh,
Good looks. Good looks.
3, 2, 1, clap.
Good enough.
I'm leaving that in. You guys, the audience gets a little peek behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
So, do we have any thoughts on this Kendrick Lamar extending his Grand National Tour to South America? Not South Africa. For our audio
Fuck
listeners.
do I care?
He's not doing it to South Africa.
I just wanted to say that I saw in the article that it said that SZA is not joining him for this half. So I don't know if she's going to fuck off to do other stuff. But
mean,
it is just him and
it's-
someone else, I think. But it's no SZA.
Isn't it already like breaking tons of records for like highest grossing tours? Like he might as well just extend
Run
that
it across the world.
Yeah, extend that lead, I guess. I don't know.
Because people don't think about it, and I know concert tickets are exorbitantly going up because of horrible practices in that business right now. But it is getting more and more expensive to put on a show. Like the amount of people that are salaried and insurance to make those Kendrick shows happen, like it is expensive. So like he's not making $400 million from this tour, even if that's what it's grossing.
No.
But he's making a chunk of money by the end of it for sure.
Yeah.
But it's about quantity, it's about quantity with shows. I think absolutely. Even if he's only making $3 million out of all of those shows, you just run it while he's having this Super Bowl moment.
Well, yeah, exactly. And like, I mean, if there's demand in South America, then why not go?
I want him to do the Tokyo shit that like Travis Scott just did. Go, be free, fly.
Go.
What are you talking about? What Tokyo shit?
Like Kendrick, he should. I'm curious to see if he'll do like the Travis Scott shit, where he's just like got 50,000 people in some random eastern part of the world country. South America's a step. We'll see how far he goes. It would be cool to see a European and Asian wing to the tour after the South America's done. What if he just keeps doing that?
He just goes,
Like, all right, Australia, New Zealand, I'll
Australia.
see you next.
all right, China.
Everyone
ready.
in New Zealand comes. All New Zealand
Every-
goes to the Kendrick show. There's like one guy who's sick.
The entire population is just temporarily relocated for the day.
Next
That'd
up,
be another Astro World situation. Oh, look at Coda, keeping it moving.
I'm trying to keep it pushing P.
He's
Maxi
definitely
Cream
gonna.
reportedly
yeah.
arrested
Wait,
in
what?
Texas.
Maxo Cream.
I
Damn it.
was gonna say he's definitely gonna mess this one up because you messed it up. So
I messed it up. Yeah, that's on me.
What
Is it
Maxo
not
Cream get
Maxi?
arrested for? What happened?
Maxi Pad reportedly arrested in Texas after traffic stop.
You fuck. Maxo Cream.
What?
I like
why
Maxo
did he get
Cream
arrested
quite
at the
a
traffic
bit.
stop? What happened?
Nobody
I don't know.
knows.
It didn't say anything.
Probably drugs.
Nobody
Probably-
knows. Just that it's TMZ reported it or
I just
something.
guessed. That was a
Or
guess.
guns? Everybody in
yeah,
Texas
drugs
got
or
guns.
guns was my guess.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
that's
how like everyone in
solid
Texas got guns,
guesses.
but like you get caught with like a joint in Texas, and they're like, "Oh hell no! Now
They'll-
you've gone too far."
They'll use they'll use those guns on you.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a wild bar right there. Unfortunately, a bar.
Big X the Plug and Shabuzi drop single titled Home.
I haven't heard this, but I'm down for that.
Almost guaranteed that's
Yeah,
going to be a good
same.
song. Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, but
Texas.
that's a winning combo.
I'm down for all of that.
Yeah.
Ned's always down for some Big X.
A diamond on my necklace.
So
What?
this, I think, we got a little.
We got
for
Big X.
our
We got Big X at
audio
home.
listeners-
Fuck.
For our audio listeners, you don't get to indulge in this, but the cover art revealed for Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist Alfredo 2. And
It looks the same. It's just fuchsia.
Who's asking
It's a
for
picture-
Freddie Gibbs music?
No, should
honestly,
The
that's
Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist album was awesome.
Freddie's
it was nominated
dope.
for a Grammy.
that's ramen, by the way.
that's okay. That was gonna be my point.
Okay,
the
well,
album
the-
should be called Ramen if this is gonna be the cover because
Yeah, that is
Alfredo
just
is
pure
their
ramen.
names put together.
Oh, I get it. Get it?
oh
Like-
yeah,
Freddie
My mind
Gibbs,
has
I
been
was-
blown.
Alchemist.
I was trying to
Yeah.
piece together how that worked, and yeah, Alfredo. Yeah.
Yeah,
This next
that's
one,
where that comes from.
it just, it goes without saying. Offset calls Sabrina Carpenter as his crush. Come on now.
I was so excited that we can keep putting random Offset crash outs in the news. That's
Offset-
hilarious.
You don't got to put that out there, bud. You can just
We
keep that
know.
to yourself. Yeah.
He uses his free will
You need-
in incredible ways.
You know what's weird is
like it is.
the Migos went from like YNs to like unks, like that. Isn't
Within a
it?
the second Takeoff died. He
Yeah.
died and it was like poof.
Yeah,
was
they,
like,
they
"Nope,
used
we're
to.
old now."
They were like the YNs before YN was even a thing, you know. And then it's like a blink of an eye. They're like older than me and acting much older than me. It's weird.
Takeoff was significantly younger. He kept him young, man. He kept him
Young
young.
Ned.
I was-
Isn't that what YN stands for?
Is Young Ned just here to do
Young Ned,
ad libs for the podcast?
Essentially.
He never talks during in the news. It's like he has like a version to
words
it.
in the news.
What is the age difference between the Migos?
Sorry.
I thought they were all pretty close.
No,
I
aren't they
loved
like?
your ad libs, Ned.
I thought they
I
were
don't
like
know.
actually dramatically
There's
different ages.
quite a difference because one of
Yeah,
them
they're
is
different.
one's
They're
uncle,
offset-
and then the two are
Quavo-
cousins or something.
Okay.
Quavo is
Takeoff's uncle.
Takeoff's uncle, and they're both Offset's cousins, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere like
that
that.
sounds right. That sounds right. Yeah.
It's a family business.
Yeah, that's a shame. Anything else?
That's it for in the news. I think we're moving on to rankings. This week,
I think that's hilarious, though.
that's pretty good. Yep. We got worst albums we've ever listened to all the way through on the pod, right? Or is it just in general?
Yeah, just in your life.
Just in
Yeah,
general.
in your life.
Dang,
I'm
I
sure
thought
the
it was on
pod produced some of them.
Okay, well, I'm doing purely on the pod. I haven't
Does
listened to
anyone
that
want
many
to go
albums all the way
first?
through.
Oh, is this
I
is this
can-
albums
that's
that you've
the
listened to
thing.
from the pod all the way through that are the worst?
No,
No,
just
just
albums.
Just in
any
general.
albums all the way through.
I thought
I
because
can-
it said, yeah, we've ever listened to all the way through. I thought it meant like us on the pod.
Well, then
You
do
know-
us on the pod,
I was.
or think of five while I read my list.
Usually, if something's really
the thing.
bad, I'm not going to listen to it all the way through.
I was gonna say if I listened, I'd never
or
listen
like,
to it if I don't.
like it, I'm not going to listen to them all the way through. Regardless, I'm not going to check their album out on purpose. You know, so that's tough.
Well, you guys go and I'll steal stuff from yours. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I'll go first if nobody else wants to.
I bet me
think
and Michael
Andrew
have
wanted
the, or
to.
Fig have the
I
same
think-
one.
I was
as
gonna
number
say
one.
I've said I'd go first like 5
Andrew's
times now.
planning
but
on going
fuck
No,
it.
way.
Andrew, go.
I'll go first.
All
Andrew,
right.
go.
I said whatever the ICP album we listened to was.
Oh,
Don't even know.
my
Don't,
list.
yeah.
don't even know the name.
The Great Malenko,
the
because that's
great
on my
something.
list.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right.
The Great Malenko.
There you go. I also have Chance the Rapper, The Big Day.
That's on my list as well.
Little bit of a recency bias here, but I put the Carter 6 because that back half I hated both times that I
That's
listened
great.
to it.
That's not on my list.
I've listened to a full 6ix9ine album once, and Jesus is King by.
Oh, that could have been on my list too. Okay. So I had The Big Day as well.
There you go.
What was the other one you just said that I also had?
The ICP album, I think.
The ICP album. I have Revival. Eminem.
Rip.
That's that one's got to come up. I've listened to it all the way through more than once. I really want to like, bro. I really do. Don't. River of Dreams, Billy Joel's last album, makes me very sad. 50 Cent's Animal Ambition to round out my list, which has made it into my list for more than one topic of disliking an album now.
Well, hey, that's fun.
That's my 5. Underknown fact.
Under.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna
that's
throw
my
a
list.
couple I got out there. I'm gonna add the Great Malenko because I remember listening to that as a kid and being like, wow, this is ass. But I still kept listening to it because my parents hated it, so I wanted to be rebellious.
Ned
and
liked
then
it allegedly.
that new Soulja Boy album, The Influence, that came out earlier this year.
Holy shit.
I
You
didn't
listened
know
to it
that
all the way through?
existed.
I would say I did, yeah. I was playing video games, but I put it on and yeah, it's ass. If I didn't want to quit the video game I was playing bad enough to go pause it, I would have not listened to it all the way through, but it was there.
It was there like
was
cold
there.
pizza on the counter.
It was definitely an
in
album.
the middle of the night.
It was one of the albums of all time.
All right, Coder and Nedley. Oh wait, you didn't finish, did you?
Yeah,
You
that's
just did
pretty
Great
much it. Just
Malenko.
those two.
Oh, and then Soldier Boy. Oh, he's like, that's it.
That's
I
it.
hate those two albums with a passion.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion of Token where if I'm not liking the album, I'm not gonna finish it. So they're like, other than the ones we've done on the pod, which I didn't want to go through every episode and remember which one I fucking didn't like, but for sure, I think number one it has to be ICP The Great Malenko. I have that written here, and then I have Futuristic's first album on here that we listened to on the pod. I have Relapse Eminem. I that's one I for sure
bro.
have listened to all the
You're
way through.
incorrect.
No, I
Incorrect.
don't like it.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
I'm not a
That
fan.
hurt.
That's
I'm sorry.
incorrect.
That
I'm
hurts
sorry.
my feelings.
I think
I
it's
wish I
correct.
could
His
say.
second best album.
I think it's correct. It sounds like a correct take.
I don't.
That's one of
And
his
then
best.
and then I
That's-
don't have anything else. I just have that. I just
I'm
don't.
disgusted that Relapse
I'm-
made it.
Let me.
Revival exists.
I'm actually hurt by that news.
Yeah, that's
No, dude. I'm sorry.
why he's a better rapper than me. Probably. I would have to say being obsessed with Relapse from 14 until, 26 years from now.
What's a song you like? Name a song that's like really good on there.
Old Time's Sake. It's great.
I'm sorry.
Elevator on the bonus edition is kind of classic to me.
It's one of the greatest.
I would
hooks
say
of all time.
Relapse and Revival are probably on the same pars. Like I'm not saying this just to be controversial.
You're eliciting physical reactions from
I'm
me
so sorry.
right now. Like,
I'm glad. This is acquired taste, bro. You better.
Encore exists too, bro. Like
I like
Jesus Christ.
Encore. What? Yeah, bro. Sue me. Sue me, dude.
Bro just goes, I liked Encore. I'm putting Encore on my list. I replaced Revival.
I know. I like that Wayne album, but y'all did
Shut
not.
up, Ned. Fucking go back to in the news.
In other
Is that-
news,
Had to be said, man.
young Ned got
It's
hit.
not.
Young Ned got hit by another truck.
Fuck. When are we
Ouch.
filming that YouTube video?
I don't know.
That'll go viral.
Fuck. It's just a pair of shoes. Like runs me up.
No, like you talking about it,
Oh.
you dumb fuck. We're gonna recreate the accident.
Can't we? That'd be
For
funny.
the views. I mean, we could. I've talked about for Fishnuts making a cardboard cutout of you and chucking it in front of a truck.
I think that'd be hilarious.
I think, yeah, that's hilarious.
You
Go
know,
ahead,
Fig,
Nedley. What's
I
your
hope you
list?
put that on the album or on the spin wheel so I can give it a second listen. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a while since I listened to it.
It's
I just-
probably my favorite or
I just
second
remember
favorite
just
Eminem.
not
It's one or
liking
it's
it.
one or two, and it could kind
Encore
of
has the
shift.
red curtains, right? On the front.
No, that's
No.
Eminem show.
I either like
Oh.
his
Encore's
yeah,
the
Eminem
blue
shows.
curtains on the front.
Eminem shows pretty great.
Yeah,
I
Eminem shows
either
way
like
better than
his
Encore.
early stuff or his late stuff. That's where I'm kind of at. So like kind of the shit in between. I'm just like very mediocre in my opinion.
I love Recovery too. Not Afraid makes me cringe, but everything else on that album's great.
I'm not
Yeah,
afraid.
Recovery.
Make it die.
Out. Yeah.
Relapse are polar opposite albums, but I like them a lot.
I mean,
Sure.
to give Coda the benefit of the doubt, Relapse is a
It's an acquired taste.
there you go. He said the name.
He said the thing. Oh my god, he said the thing.
Insane
like-
sucks. It really does throw off the album, because it like makes me want to vomit a little bit. I skip it, but other than that, no skips. I do know all the words to it. I could rap you that whole song about his stepfather diddling him.
Let me preface that this was albums I've listened to in entirety, which is not like if I don't like an album, I won't listen to it. That's when I listened to in its entirety, wasn't feeling. Not like out of if we were ranking Eminem albums, it would probably be above certain other ones, but that's
He didn't listen to those all the way through.
no, I don't be listening to albums all the way through except for the podcast. I'm realizing this now.
That's a beautiful thing. We're opening horizons for Go to B.
Yeah, dude.
Look at us.
I'm not an album listener.
This is an educational podcast.
My feet are so sweaty, by the way.
I was gonna say, have you technically ever listened to a CD?
Of course.
Have you ever? Okay, thank God.
Yeah, Coda's a poor kid too. He had
Are
old
you familiar
technology
with
going
physical
on.
media?
Yeah,
I had
Coda's never read a book.
I had a
Name 10 books.
Walkman. I would burn because I didn't have like a CD player. My dad had this. We would burn CDs onto fucking physical tapes and listen to them. I would listen
That's
to
crazy.
them onto my tape player. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, he's like Kenny.
My dad used to
He's like
have
our
me
Kenny, the poor kid.
burn CDs for him, and that's how I learned who Outkast was. Because one of his CDs, he wanted like Rascal Flatts, Jewel, Cat Stevens,
Fucking nice.
Outkast, Lose Yourself, and it was like a random assortment of
I was gonna say,
things.
what
And I'm
a-
just 9 burning stuff onto his CD. I remember that thing and being like, "This is insane to want all on one thing."
So fresh and so clean, and
So fresh and so
lose yourself. Okay.
Followed by fucking "Who Got a Fast Car?"
At a convenience store.
Is it Album Club?
I think
No,
Is that
so.
where we are?
No, wait.
I still-
yeah.
I still haven't said mine yet.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Honestly,
put.
shut
fuck
up,
with you.
Ned.
Honestly, fuck you.
Oh, we can
Ned.
skip me. Yeah, that's fine.
no. Go ahead, Ned.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna put Saint Anger on there. That album is fucking really bad.
Oh, Stanger. Yeah, for real. Stanger sucks.
Saint Anger, Stanger.
I know, but me and my friends used to call it Stanger when it came out,
Oh.
and it just.
It's
I
bad.
remember. I
Who is
remember
that?
being like, "This is ass."
It's a
Bad.
stanker.
Yeah,
Metallica.
Good
Who is
call
that?
out for that. Good call out.
Oh,
I really didn't like that Ellis album. I'm gonna put that on there.
The
OG.
Yeah, that album was like hurt, physically hurt my brain. I might not live as long now after I heard that album.
Oh my god!
Actually took years off his life. The truck did less damage.
There was what was his name? He's that white rapper with like the black hair and the face tattoos. I think it's Lil Xan. He has an album that's
white-
really. There was like a top 5 worst rap albums of all time, and they put it at like number 2.
And you listened to all of it?
I mean, not maybe not all of
Xanarchy?
it. I just like you, if it's a bad album, I don't listen to the whole thing. So like, I'm kind of cutting corners here. I've never listened to all of Saint Anger. Fuck that, it's terrible. But I've listened to, as much as I can. I'm gonna put that Corey Feldman album.
with his Angels? Is that the one you mean?
Yeah, yeah. I remember when that came out. Me and Fig listened to the entire thing in my fucking bedroom.
Y'all would.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Y'all would.
And then I don't know. Our worst album, the worst of Antelope Fisherman.
That's fair.
Damn, that's a good one.
It's pretty
That's
bad.
fair.
We did good.
I want to do a shout out to fucking Green Day's Radio Revolution and
Oh,
every
fuck yeah, that was
every
bad.
Cage the Elephant album after their first one.
No, that Green Day album was fuck. That's a good one. That was horrific.
That was really bad. I like even some of Green Day's newer stuff, but that one is atrocious.
Yes, it's so bad. I listened to the one song and went, nah, fam.
Do you remember that era where I was buying every CD that was at Best Buy when it came out on the new shelf?
Yeah,
I listened to it during that time.
terrible.
Terrible, just horrible.
And for our audio listeners,
now-
if you want to know what else albums I didn't like, go back and listen to all the other the previous episodes of Acquired Taste. You'll find
It's
out.
a good time now. We're
Start
getting
it.
really close to season 3.
Yeah, you'll know all of our least favorite, our best and our worst takes. Figure it out for yourself. We don't know. You decide. You guys remember epic rap battles of history? Who wins? You decide.
You decide.
Okay, you do. Okay, hell yeah.
We have to be a difficult podcast to jump into the middle of. At first, I
I
was
can't
like,
believe it.
I mean, this ranking section just took like 15 minutes and nothing.
This
we
is
barely,
crazy. Yeah.
no.
we've barely
No.
talked about
I meant,
anything.
I mean, like
If this is your first episode you're listening
joining
to,
episode 52 or
Yeah.
50. Like
You
what?
probably think it's a
there's
fever
so
dream.
much lore.
I bet we're gonna get some episodes for the in-person one, or some listeners on that episode. I bet we'll get some new ones.
Yeah, we got to be as normal as we can, guys.
Yeah.
Quick,
Just 'cause
act
we should be
normal.
the worst that we've ever.
It's our special. It's our special.
For our audio listeners, which is all of you, Coda did the SpongeBob rainbow hand signal that he made when he was in the box.
Yes, I did.
You know
I
the
did.
one.
You know the one.
Put my dick in a box.
You
girl.
you have the internet.
F is
Got a
for
hole in the
friends.
box.
Okay, let's get this
Uh,
rolling.
can Ned get a camera for season 3?
For real.
Oh, we can do
I'll
that.
buy him a camera. It's
This is
literally
not a pitch episode.
$25.
Album club.
Woo! Hey, hey, hey.
Ned,
We made it.
describe the album.
We got D-Louse in the Comatorium, the rock album I picked. It's an odd one.
Can you
D-Louse
read the
in
track
Comator-
list for me and read it correctly with the right pronunciation?
No. No.
Please, thank you. Please and thank you.
D-Louse in the Comatorium is the debut studio album by American progressive rock band the Mars Volta, released on June 24th, 2003 on Gold Standard Laboratories and Universal Records. Based on a short story written by lead singer Cedric Bixler Cedric.
Yep.
The sound
Continue.
artist long coma after overdosing on a mixture of morphine and rat poison. The story of Serpentax alludes to the death of El Paso, Texas artist, and Ixler Zalven's friend Julio Venegas. Co-produced by Rick Rubin, the guitarist Omar Rodriguez Lopez. It is the only studio album to feature founding members Jeremy Ward, who was found dead in an apartment heroin overdose 1 month before the album was released, following the departure of Eva Gardner, who had appeared on the band's early demo and EP. Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea performed on D-Loused. It's got
Didn't
Flea
like
on
that.
it.
Kind of made me a little bit sad there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the album's about it. Their friend that died of a heroin overdose.
Oh, well,
I did not know that.
wish I had that.
And then bro dies
knowledge
of a
prior.
heroin overdose?
Well,
They made it about someone who's dying, and then bro died as
They were starting to write their first album, and
Tell
then he was like a DJ. He played turntables, and they found him dead. He heroin overdose.
Chat, don't smoke rat poison. I think that's a lesson we can
Yeah.
all take away from this.
Yeah, don't do that.
Good life advice.
Okay. Before we get into this, Andrew, do you remember like when you picked your album, you were like, it's always, I want to see what Ned thinks. I want to see if he likes the album that I picked versus whatever else. Ned said that about you. So I say the few times that Ned's album gets picked, the over-under switches to Andrew
Yeah.
For me.
so that Ned can get a score. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I already have a score picked out, so this is like
Are we? So
I'm-
are we?
I'm definitely-
ladies
Is Andrew going last then? Or
and gentlemen.
are we?
No, he goes
we
first.
all-
We
we
just
all-
over-under first.
Oh, since Ned already
So
went?
over 8 or under 8.
Oh, over 8 or under.
I'm gonna go under.
Interesting.
I'm going to go under.
I'm gonna go over.
Down under.
Ooh.
Insert Arcadia, doing an Australian accent.
I miss those days.
All right, Andrew. Go on ahead.
all right. I would say that overall I did like it.
Ooh.
I felt like it was weird, like Ned said. It was enjoyable though. And I don't really know what any songs that stood out to, I will say, just because I had my phone in my pocket as I was kind of just going on a little walk as I was listening to it. And what I would say is that the album flowed very well. The few times I checked my phone kind of while I was walking, I felt like I was like surprised at the point it was in, because it didn't necessarily feel like I had listened to that many songs yet or whatever. And it just like, I don't know, it just from song to song, I felt like it just flowed well. That said, I feel like it was just long, and like it's only an hour, so it's not long in that sense. But like if there's a certain like verse, not really necessarily a verse, but like a certain like, you know, melody or chorus or whatever, it just seemed like it was like each bit of it was too long. I think one good example, I was looking and there was like a 12-minute long song, and like there was like a portion of it that was like 3 minutes long. I think it seemed like that was just kind of random, like noises and like space like noises, I guess. And with Ned's like description of it, kind of I can see how it makes sense into it, but it was like literally it was 3 minutes long, and it just like, okay, this could have been, you know, 45 seconds. And so I think what I would say is that if this was like a 30 to 45 minute album, it would have been really good, but instead it's just good. and the score I had for it was a 7.5.
Oh,
That is the score I had
Points.
coming in.
Points on the board.
I did it.
I still want the points. I don't care. I need them.
Damn.
I'm taking them.
Who's
You know
next?
what?
Is it me?
Fig, you're muted somehow. Unsure. How you
There we
doing.
go.
Oh,
I wrote it down.
okay.
I coughed a few moments ago.
Would you
and I
like to go
forgot
next?
unmute it.
Because I feel like me and you, Fig, kind of have similar stuff.
You want me to go next, or you want Ned to go next?
I was asking. I don't know the rotation we're doing now because Ned picked the
Yeah, it's
album.
Ned's album.
Okay.
Yeah, do we want him to?
Yeah. Go next.
You want to
Ned.
go, Nedley?
Yeah, sure. Well, this album I like a lot. I would actually put it in my top 3 albums
Really?
of all time. It's really good. I haven't listened to it in a while, and actually, I would say I liked it a little less, but it still brought me that like it definitely is like. I don't think I'd be the musician I am today without this album. There's a lot on it that I really like. Now that I'm older, the ending of it is a little like televators. The apparatus must be on Earth. Meh. Oh, all right. But everything else is so goddamn good. I remember, what was it, like sophomore year, I had a guitar teacher learning guitar lessons, and he only had 2 students at that point. It was me and this other guy, and the other kid showed him Drunk Ship of Lanterns, and then he showed me it, and I was like, what the fuck? And then after that, I just I loved it. Took me a minute. I would say I didn't really get into the album. It took about 2 years, actually, of me slowly, like, processing it. But, yeah, I love this album. I'm going to give it a 11.5. Prog rock, baby.
Wow.
That's high praises. 11.5 is a big number.
That's a big one.
Their other albums are meh. This is like their only album I really like. But it's fucking amazing. I love this album so much.
That's how I feel about Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, same. Their second album was actually alright.
First,
I like
I
it.
disagree, but this isn't a Cage
You don't
the
like
Elephant
Francis the
podcast.
Mute?
It's that's the album that most people like. That's like the one that most people are like, oh, that's the good one. It's alright. I think this Francis the Mute, the song, is actually not that great. But that's like their most listened to song, I think. But yeah, it's alright. Now D-Louse, so good. Love that album.
I'll go.
Go on ahead.
Run it.
So the first 3 songs of the album had me like kind of excited for it, like to a surprising degree. SND, get out of here. Yeah, I said I'd text you when we were getting. He's got...
For our audio listeners, S&D
That
just
was
gave
S&D,
audio
everybody.
love.
Okay, the first 3 songs I was like really on board to and prepared to like it way more than I thought I would. And then Tira Mia las Aranas.
Executed that perfectly, by the way.
Probably.
Okay. And then Drunk Ship of Lanterns, man. They lose me from there to the end.
Oh, that's crazy. That's like one of the best songs of the album. Yes.
Drunk Ship Lanterns is my least favorite by far.
Oh
like
my
it just
God.
By far the best one of the album. That's crazy.
And then yeah, I listened to this thing like 2.5 times, really trying to it was this thing of like no matter how hard I sat there trying to listen to it, they just like a lot of dirtling. Like I know we do a lot of stuff that's like skits and sounds and like ambiance, but like every single one of them could have been shorter.
yeah, that's exactly how I felt too.
I don't. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I liked it, but I agree. I felt like everything could have just been tightened up a little bit and been a little shorter.
And I'm aware that that's the genre, but there was a bunch of parts where it just felt like a jazz jam band. And then there was a lot of like intense experimental sound sections that were a bit much for me. And yeah, I don't know what it was about Drunk Ship of Lanterns, but the 3 times I listened to the album, the first time I tried to just sit there and do nothing, the second time I was playing games, and the third time I was on a walk, every single time it got to that song, I was like, oh, here we are again. Like, immediately, other songs just felt like songs, and the album flows together insanely well. Like, the transitions from song to song is genuinely insanely impressive to me. It all felt like one story being told to like a 10th degree compared to what I know we've brought that up for some albums of them flowing into the next thing. Well, this one was insane. It was almost like the chords went over. It was really hard to tell when the shit changed. Super well mixed, super well executed. Just so spacey, and also gun in my mouth. I would have never thought of that concept one of the things I was going to bring up is that I had no idea what the fuck was going on. No matter how hard I tried to just focus on the words, I was still like, what is he saying? Like, I could get moods, and like some of the lines were intelligent and felt like wise and poetic, but so much of it was just like I was so lost. Like, the words would confuse me, and I'd stop listening to the music trying to think about the words. And by the time I got back to the music, it was just like sounds. But yeah, that first half was really strong. Like, I really like the first like 35 minutes of this hour. And there's parts of the second half I liked for sure, but as a whole, it really punched me in the face. I'm gonna say a 7.9 and a half, 7.95 out of 13 Coda Bs.
Okay.
I can respect that. I want to follow Fig.
Very specific.
Yeah, I'll go
Because-
last. 'Cause I got a story.
Okay.
Ned has
perfect.
like a box of tissues right next to him. He's losing it.
I mean, I kind of
reason-
Ned, you'll like mine, Ned.
yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I want to follow up on Figure 8 is because when I started listening to this, I got a message from Figure 8 being like, I'm having a hard time making it through this album. And I was like, of the opinion, I was like, I'm enjoying it because this is very much so the type of like rock music that I listen to, or that I enjoy, at least when I hear it. I mean, I don't listen to a whole lot of rock, so I'm not gonna act like I do, but I was like, I'm enjoying it. I like this type of vocals, and I like this type of, very talented. What Fig was saying, the transitions in between each song were very good. I want to try to hit this from both perspectives, because exactly what Fig was saying, like if you show like a rap song to like a rock person, they'll be like, what the fuck are they even saying? Like they're saying nothing, like or like they'll just be super like critiquing all the lyrics. Whereas this song, I don't know what the fuck they were. The vocals were so like quiet compared to the instruments that like I didn't hear what bro was saying the entire time, and I was trying to
I feel
listen
that
to
way
it.
about a lot of rock music too, though.
Yeah, and it's not like that big of a critique, because that's just how the genre is. Like it always kind of, you have
Yeah,
to,
the voice is like an instrumental with part of the instrument, less so
Yeah,
than
you
the
have
main act, for
you-
sure.
You have to read the lyrics to know what they're saying, or go between like, so like I can't interpret what they're saying just based on this. That being said, like I did like a lot of it, but it just I can't do 13-minute songs. Like I can't do that. I did really like what is it? Intertiatic esp.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
a
how
good
the
one.
fuck to say that.
Yes,
And-
I like that one a ton. Good.
Ariatarka? Is that what I don't know what I'm saying. These aren't words. Maybe they are. I don't know what they are. But I like those two.
That's actually a slur for Hispanic people when
Oh.
you pronounce it like that.
My fault. My fault. Everything in between that
Dude,
felt
we're
like
a
the
top
same.
200 podcast and music
Everything
podcast in Spain.
in
Don't say
between that it felt the same kind of, and it sounds good. Like it's very sonically pleasing. I did enjoy it. I just can't, like, I couldn't get behind a lot of it just because I'm like, it felt like the same fucking song the entire album, which is, I say that a lot of albums, but I like diversity in between certain songs. I don't like to hear the same shit every time. I want it to be different. I want to enjoy it. I don't think any of it's bad necessarily. It's just too much dirtling, Ned. I'm taking your word. I'm using too much dirtlage, Ned. It's not an 11.5, Ned. I'm sorry. It's a good.
it's so good.
The
Coda's getting
artistry's
emotional,
good.
I think.
The music, it's good.
Fuck.
It's like
Coda feels the way about this that Ned felt about Polo.
that's what
G.
I'm
He's like,
saying, bro. Because I don't understand it. But you don't understand Polo G, and that's okay. I'm giving it a fucking 8 at least though, because I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, so I'm giving it an 8. That's where I'm at.
Thank you, Kona B.
Yeah, of course,
Eight-
man.
eight's-
It's good.
eight's
I
good.
like this type of music.
Hey,
I
a
just
7.5
0.5
isn't
more
bad
than me.
either.
0.5 more than me. Mine's probably a 7.5. I give that extra 0.45 is for
What
Ned.
does that mean?
I like it that much more for Ned.
Yeah.
I like it 0.545% more because it made Ned the Ned we have.
Well, I
like that.
can't change. I can't change mine. Technically, I could say I like it 7.95, but I feel like that's
Yeah, get up there with me.
Don't do it for me.
yeah. Well, you can't erase our points now.
It's
Come
an
on.
acquired taste.
This is a
He
point-based
still
podcast.
it wouldn't have changed anything for him.
I know. My bad.
Token, go ahead. Tell us what you thought of this lovely album.
So
it's story time. He said.
Yeah, I mean, outright, I like it. But I found out about this band by a friend when I was, I don't know, freshman, sophomore, maybe something like that. No, freshman, maybe even 8th grade. I don't know, somewhere young. And they were like, they asked me if I wanted to go to a System of a Down concert. System of a Down was playing at the Rose Garden at the time. This is 2000. I looked it up here. I got it. 2006. 2006, June 18th, 2006. So we went, and
I was 3, by the way.
it was the Mars
Just
Volta
want to put this into perspective.
who was opening for them. Yeah, that's crazy. But the Mars Volta was opening for them. I paid $80 for a ticket from a scalper outside, which is crazy to think that was paying that money. I was like, oh, I'm paying like triple what the tickets cost, right? Think about that. $80. You couldn't go see System of a Down now for $80 at the ticket cost, and that was the expensive scalper ticket price I had to pay. Either way, the Mars Volta played the opener set. It was just Mars Volta and System of a Down, and I remember just being like, "What the hell is this band?" I kind of like listening to all your sentiments about it because it was kind of the way I was feeling when I first was standing there watching them live and being like, "Did one song end yet? Is this still?" Like looking at there's like 15 minutes in. Is this still the first song? I can't tell. But I remember being blown away by Cedric's vocals. Even live, his notes that he can hold and everything are just so good, and his voice is just so different and dynamic and unique. Not only in his genre, but really in any genre, you don't hear that kind of voice. So that's what drew me in. And obviously, I love the show. It was great. Ended up going home and checking more of their stuff out, listening to this album, listening to Francis the Mute that had came out, I think, the year before. And they only played, now that I look back at the set list, they only played 4 songs. And they had to have played for at least an hour. But their set list was 4 songs. And only one of the songs was off this album, Deloused, and it was the 4th one, Drunken Ship of Lanterns, and the last one they played. And that went on to be one of my most favorite tracks of them. And it happens to be off this album, which is why,
so
which
good.
is why I was
God
like,
damn.
yo, it's so good. It's like when it comes on, it's got that like, it reminds me of like an old school, like surf rock style, like, it kind of sounds like that kind of surfy sound. It's just so different. I love it. Yeah, it's my favorite off the album. So with all that story and what it means to me, in terms of like the other kind of music I like outside of rap, I'll definitely give it a solid 9. I'm gonna say 9.5. Actually, fuck it, 9.5.
That's a pretty.
It's the
I
best.
feel like that's a pretty good grouping
Deloused.
now.
Yeah. I agree with you based on like the
That's
vocals.
a pretty nice score.
I like the vocals on it, and I do really like all the instruments. Like,
I will
it
say
sounds really
Cedric's
really nice.
vocals
It's
are the
just-
ones that make me, when people talk about vocals and being like, where do they sit in a mix in different genres and things like that, it's like Cedric's vocals are an instrument. Like there's certain voices that are an instrument in themselves, and that's he can just sit there and go oh for 3 minutes straight.
Tool
And
ass singer.
it's going to be good, to my ears at least, because his voice is an instrument.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I will say it.
And the way he rides the instrumental is pretty good.
Just to add, there are like whole Reddit threads about how, like, on every one of his albums, he has the craziest lyrics out of like anyone ever. So I totally understand why people don't understand what the fuck he's talking about, because it is just
I had no
fucking
idea.
weird. He writes books too, like that, where he uses that kind of style, and like people don't know what what the fuck his books are even about, because he'll write the whole thing like. But yeah, he's using it more like an instrument for sure.
Yeah, that's the only reason I compared it to like how, you know, rock people don't understand what the fuck people in rap are saying, and people in rap don't really understand what the
This
people
album
in-
though
or
is
rock are
very
saying.
weird lyrically. It is
Yeah,
super
sure.
out there.
That's Album Club, guys.
Hey, good album club. We
did it.
That was a good.
We did a good
That
job.
was a good album club. That was a lot of discussion. That was good.
Good discussion.
Submission song this week was Kid Fresh Attitude. If you want to send a song in, acquiredtasteaf@gmail.com. We will listen to it and talk about it on the podcast. Kid Fresh sent a song in a couple, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago now, and we didn't love it. We didn't hate it. I like this one a lot more.
This one
I'm
was
going to keep it a buck with you.
this
Yeah.
one was cool. I thought like he did the verses, right?
She did the main part. The feature did the verse.
Okay.
So she did the hook in the first
chorus.
verse,
Okay.
and then they went. Yeah.
Well, even that being said, the chorus was really catchy, and I thought it sounded really nice. The verse too, though. I mean, I thought the verse like actually went really hard. I thought this shit
I
was
like the
tight.
feature too. The feature was tight.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
all
I was
around
fine. I was fine with this one. It was mixed well. I thought it was well written. The beat was good. I don't know if Andrew and Ed disagree with any of that, but I don't have like a ton of glowing shit to say. But it was good. It was really good.
That's what
yeah,
I
it
was gonna
sounded
say. I
good.
feel like I don't have a ton.
I was
I don't have
kind
a
of
ton to say
half
about it. I thought
paying attention to it, but yeah, it sounded good. Like production wise, it sounded good. I didn't actually hear anything like weird about it.
super solid overall.
But I
feel
was
like
not
it
paying attention to the lyrics.
I was listening to the lyrics. There were some bars like on the verse. You know, the feature.
The Michi Darko ass feature. It was tight.
No, that shit was actually clean. I'm not trying to like shine the chorus, because the chorus was good too. That's what stood out to me during the song. But overall, yeah, solid song. I think it was pretty good.
yeah, I agree.
I'd listen to it. Not on the pod.
All right. Fish song this week is Kids Next Door, which is like 11 of us. There's a video for it even, and we're going to play a tiny clip of that right now.
Probably take a thought, we the kids next door. Tell me what you thought, we the kids next door. Yeah, we here to hate, and I'm like, what for? Trap house jumping off the motherfucking porch. There was something on my scale, and I was sleeping on the floor. We was like, code name kids next door. Bitch, call me number one, cause we the kids next door. Feel like number two, we the kids next door. Running out of shit, I'ma go and get some more. Sell a couple bowls for it, and hit the floor. Throw it on the scale, then we pack it in the drawer. I ain't really with all of that hype shit, taking all these drugs.
And we're back.
We're back. Kids Next Door.
There's
Anybody got anything?
Yeah, because there's some lore to this video, this song in general.
Underknown facts.
Underknown fact, man. This was like this was maybe when I just became a fish. Maybe a little bit
yeah,
after.
he was like 4 years old.
I was maybe
He looks so young.
maybe
man. It's
4.5.
crazy.
So like I got, just text from Fig the day of that they were filming this video, maybe a day before. They're like, hey, we need you to add a verse to this, just because we're replacing someone. They did this on a couple songs at this time when I was just becoming a fish. I think the other one, I can't think of the name off top, but I replaced someone else, and this one was another one that I replaced. So I recorded this just at my parents' house, day of, just like 8 bars, and they're like, all right, we're recording the video the next day. Sent it in. I don't know who mixed it. Maybe Ellis or Esau mixed that shit. But I remember having so much fun during this video shoot. I was like, oh, if this is what this is gonna be about, like this group, I'm in. And I don't think this just has good memories for me, so I fucking love this song. But yeah, we could still perform the song, like we make a new version of it, just like chopped up, like for whoever's gonna be at the show. I think that would be super fun. You're muted, Fig.
Ellis was walking through.
No, you're good.
I truly think that it was a moment for the upper fish, or like the older fish at least, that had been around for a while, like Me Tag and Ellis, where we were like, the fact that this kid got sent the song day before, recorded it himself, mixed it himself, sent it to us, and showed up to the video the next day. We were like, this kid's it's a bright star here.
It's a good time. Good stuff.
You do look 10.
Yeah.
I really like my hook on it, to be honest, and my verse is only 4 bars. I'm also fine with that. I think Timmy's 4 bars is also funny. I think Dirty Black showing up in a suit is funny.
Yeah, this is another song that Lai shows out on as well. I think because this was the first day I ever met Lai, which is kind of crazy. Because when we were standing on top of like the fucking batting cages or whatever for like we were at like a baseball field, some shit like that, and we were standing up there, and I was like, just looked over to Lai. I was like, hey bro, like your verse. First day I ever met him. So I thought that was kind of cool.
It's crazy.
I think it was first day I met Timmy too, maybe, because Mello was there too. Mello kind of was like, yeah, come through to this. I think we might have went together actually. No, I remember. I took the bus there to get there. I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit!
And Tyree.
It's a deep bus.
In the wheelchair.
That
was
at the
Beaverton. You guys were living at the.
That was at the Nike basketball courts and shit.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That's the end of the episode, guys.
General discussion.
What
is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're here at the end. We're doing some recording after this, so I don't really want to prolong this much. Do we have anything that specifically we'd like to generally discuss?
I got.
Oh, Andrew!
Andrew,
We gotta. Oh, we'll tell him off. We'll tell him once we're not recording.
the only thing I got
That way
to
I
say,
can use better language.
just for podcast lore, is that I've talked about my current job being at fucking selling phones. Now your boy, he gonna be a DJ
At a strip club.
at a script club. I'll be seeing
Crazy.
butts.
I thought he was gonna leave that out.
No. Script club DJ. You know, I had to leave the T-Mobes. I'm still there for 2 weeks, but I'm leaving.
Leave the
T-Mobes.
phones behind.
For the
Leaving
tits.
phones
Honestly,
for hoes.
fuck you, T-Mobile. Lick my nuts. That's what I gotta say for the pod.
That's such. JC was
Fire.
like, he'll never be the same.
He'll never
the
be
oldest white boy in the group.
I just get to see butts and I get to play music. Pretty good time.
And you're probably gonna get laid a bunch now.
Well, we'll see.
He had to sign something saying specifically he wasn't gonna get laid a bunch.
That's
I
was
really had to sign an agreement. Being
I was
like,
gonna
can't
say, let's
talk
not
to
get
these
carried
people
away.
outside of work.
Every Monday it's going to be fun weekend stories with
Oh.
Coda.
Can we tales from the DJ booth?
That's what I'm saying.
We're not allowed to pitch. We're not allowed to pitch.
This isn't a pitch, but yes,
yeah, we're
because
not. Damn it.
I'm gonna put some of our songs in the rotation. So, Token, if you got beats you want to send me that I can play in between, I'll add it to the set. If we got any club songs, dude, I'll add it in between.
Yeah.
The dancers going, the fine ladies.
I want to watch
the
a
fine
fucking
shit.
stripper dance to That's Fine.
The fine shits.
The fine shit.
Let's spin wheel, guys.
We're gonna spin that fucking wheel. Oh, I have to spin it.
Yeah, you have to spin
I'm
it.
about to
But we have to stop recording. Taste you later, taste buds. Go check out our shit on Sunday. There's gonna be new stuff every Sunday this month. Bye. Love you. Taste you.
And
Taste you.
My brain is now spoiled.
Girdling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me, I'm having a rough month.
And with that, I think